products.
Black.
Minister, I have another question about salmon farming. In a recent press release, the Canadian Aquaculture Industry Alliance outlined concerns regarding the disappearance of 390 million Canadian-produced salmon meals from our markets and restaurants. This loss, replaced by imported salmon at higher costs and with a larger carbon footprint, has significant implications for Canadian consumers and our domestic aquaculture sector. According to CAIA's latest data, farm-raised salmon production in Canada has plummeted from 148,000 metric tons in 2016 to 90,000 metric tons in 2023, marking the lowest production since 2000. This decline is primarily attributed to government-mandated farm closures in British Columbia. Could you shed light on your government's strategy to address these challenges and support the resurgence of Canadian-produced salmon for the benefit of our citizens, the environment, and our economy?
Madame la Ministre.
Minister, as I mentioned, with regard to aquaculture, it's important to have a plan that is responsible, realistic, and achievable, and also to ensure that fish farmers do not have any consequences. I've spoke of climate change, but also consequences for wild species. So there needs to be a balance. Regarding BC, we're currently awaiting for the Discovery Islands file, which is currently underway. We're waiting for the ruling.
Thank you, Minister. Now to pivot. On May 9th, you appeared at the House Fisheries and Oceans Committee and were asked about the Great Lakes Fishery Commission and its request to be moved from DFO to Global Affairs Canada. I wrote a letter to the former Fisheries Minister in 2020 on this same request and never received a response. In committee, you were asked about your department being in conflict of interest, acting as both a contractor and contractee, and the industry was surprised to see $3 million voted by Parliament withheld in 2022. The money was later returned after significant political pressure, but concerns remain. In your testimony, you maintained your department's view that no conflict of interest exists. Can you provide the rationale for this position?
Madame la Ministre.
Madam Minister, look, I can tell you that following discussions, and I should say I also spoke to the American ambassador, we restored the funding to protect the Great Lakes, and currently things are going very well on this file. And Fisheries and Oceans will remain on the board of directors of this